WCBI News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Pontotoc police make 6 arrests in connection with the December armed robbery and attempted murder of a convenience store clerk. Allie Martin talks to investigators and the victim's family.
The investigation into the December 18th armed robbery and shooting at the Eastside Quick Stop led police to 6 suspects. One of the suspects, 19-year-old Jacoby O'Neill, is in the Lee County Jail, charged with murder in last month's shooting death of 17-year-old Tiara Dancer. Dratavius Penrose, Jalen O'Neill, and Peyton Bogan are all charged with armed robbery and attempted murder. Store clerk Omar Fidel was shot in the head during the robbery.
Fidel advised the responding officers that 3 masked men had entered the store and proceeded to rob him, and during this incident, he had been shot.
Police went to work, following up on leads, viewing security camera footage of the crime, and examining forensic evidence. The investigation also led police to 28-year-old Devon Davidson. She is a former employee at the Quick Stop and is charged with armed robbery. Also arrested and charged with hindering prosecution by rendering criminal assistance is 21-year-old Jerron Roberson. Chief Tudor says officers from many agencies worked the case.
Unlike crime shows on television, you can't have a crime, catch the bad guys, and give them their day in court in a couple hours. It takes hundreds of hours of work to get the job done. These people do the work every day, and I'm proud to say that they're very good at it.
The bullet that struck Omar Fidel and almost ended his life also shattered this plate glass window. In fact, the bullet hole has been taped up, but it's evident right here in the glass. Omar Fidel's dad also works here at the convenience store, and he is glad police have the 6 suspects off the street.
Night where I come in, I can't believe I'm gonna see him again. To say for the police, thank you, they get it.
Fidel is recovering from his injuries, and while he visits with co-workers, he doesn't know when or if he will be able to work again. In Pontotoc, Allie Martin, WCBI News.
Bond for Jacoby and Jalen O'Neill, along with Penrose and Bogan, is set at $500,000. Bond for Davidson is $250,000, and Roberson is $25,000. In other news today, the man who shot a Columbus Cracker Barrel manager will spend 30 years in prison. Robert BECK was sentenced for the attempted murder charge today. Prosecutors dropped the possession of a weapon by a convicted felon charge from his indictment. BECK got into an argument with his girlfriend inside the restaurant in June 2018. Co-workers stepped in to help the woman, and that's when the manager was shot multiple times. BECK and the victim took the stand today. Prosecutors are happy with the outcome.
I think the judge took into consideration all the facts and all in the law, and he sentenced them based on the fact that not only did he shoot someone several times, but he did it in a public place during the middle of the day.
The victim has recovered from his wounds. Beck's 30-year sentence started today. About 20 roads remain underwater in Lowndes County. Road manager Ronnie Burns gave the update today during a Board of Supervisors meeting. This is video from WCBI's drone overlooking Wilkins Wise and Nash roads near the lock and dam. High waters have also covered roads off of Highway 373, such as Stinson Creek and the Dwayne Hayes Campground. Neighborhoods in southern Lowndes County, just off Spurlock Road, are also underwater. Many of those roadways should be open later this weekend or Monday. A Columbus driver has a wet afternoon after his car lands in a ditch. The accident happened on Tough Line Road about 5 p.m. It's unclear what caused the car to leave the roadway and end up in the ditch full of water. The driver did receive medical treatment at the scene. Columbus police are investigating that crash.
We have a serious case of deja vu in the Columbus area yesterday, or not yesterday, how about a year ago? This is how it looked in Columbus, and this is how it looked earlier today. Now, the water is now dropping at the Stanislaus Dam. We've lost about a foot since it crested this morning, and we are going in the right direction here. Wait until Tuesday for all this really to get under control. For the Luxapalila, we are going in the right direction too, just slipping under 22 feet. But we have been rising at the Bevel Lock and Dam, and it looks like we have stabilized things at about 140 feet on the gauge. And hopefully we can start that downward trend there later on this evening and tonight. Now, speaking of tonight, it's Valentine's Day, and that means date night. And it looks like it's going to be a chilly one out there. Temperatures already in some spots in the 30s, low 30s by 11 o'clock. I'm back with your weekend forecast coming up.
All of this rain Keith has been mentioning is creating potholes. It's an ongoing problem in Columbus. Recently, we told you about new equipment the city has to remedy the ruts. But what about the holes in the parking lots? Bobby Martinez is live with what you need to know about the bumpy road to some local stores. Bobby?
Joey, shoppers here at the Lee Mall Shopping Center say potholes have been a big issue as of late. And some think the city are the ones responsible for fixing the actual potholes, but they're not. So the question remains, who are the ones responsible?
There's one right there.
It is the vehicle's worst nightmare, potholes. Shoppers at the Lee Mall Shopping Center say potholes in the area have only gotten worse as of late, and something needs to be done.
We pay good money for our vehicles and tires, you know, and shocks, and you know, we would like to, you know, have the comfort of traveling to the shopping centers, you know, as well as you know, as the road.
They're everywhere, and you see memes on the internet, you know, making fun of the potholes, but they really are a nuisance. Like this one right here. I mean, it's right in the middle of the drive right here, and I would say at least half the cars hit it.
So who do you call when you see a pothole in a shopping center? AC Bush, Public Works Director for the City of Columbus, says a lot of people assume the city is responsible, and that is who they call. But Bush says that is where the confusion begins.
Normally what we try to do, we would let the citizen know that it's a private owner responsibility of this parking lot of the shopping center that they're at.
Bush says it is not up to the city to repair the holes, but he says they try to resolve the problem as fast as they can.
We will try to get in touch with code enforcement. Code enforcement would find actually the property owner who owned that property and let the citizen know of the person who reported that pothole and try to get it resolved.
Bush says you can also report any potholes you may come across on this app called See, Click, Fix. For now, live in Columbus, Bobby Martinez, WCBI News.
The next step in the Crawford Gym renovation moves forward after a feisty debate over the gymnasium floor. A majority of supervisors voted for a multi-purpose floor. Now county leaders will wait on bids before moving forward in the process. Other plans call for a new roof and a new exterior. The restrooms and bleachers will also be renovated in the $350,000 project. If you're a Democrat in Lowndes County, tomorrow is an important day. Delegates and alternates for the 2020 Lowndes County Democratic Convention will be chosen. The county convention is in March. The National Democratic Convention is later this summer. All 20 precincts will be open at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for you to select delegates to represent your precinct. Carnival season is getting underway, and there's even a little taste of it here in the Golden Triangle. We go to the parade when we come back. Welcome back, everyone. The Mardi Gras spirit takes over Mayhew today. Students, faculty, and staff at Golden Triangle Early College High School organized their own parade. The crew dressed up in costume to throw out beads and candy to the crowds. There was an academic side too. Mardi Gras and its origins were part of a class assignment for the students. 3 high school seniors from Lee County Schools commit to paid internships of the well-known construction company Century Construction hosted the signing day at the company's offices today in Tupelo. The internship is a partnership between the Lee County School District and Century Construction that gives students the opportunity to get hands-on experience while earning school credit.
We hope to give them life skills, something they can use throughout their life, a skill or a vocation that'll make them productive as citizens of Tupelo and Lee County.
This means a lot to me. It's a big start for me and a big start for me for my future, and I just want to thank God for it and it's just been a big help for me and a very good experience.
The school district is looking for other businesses who want to participate in the internship program. In case you missed it, today is Valentine's Day, and you may have missed it. And while the rest of the retail world has Black Friday, this is the big day for florists and gift shops. Beverly's Baskets, Gifts, and Flower Shop in Louisville has been buzzing, making bouquets and delivering orders all day. Many of their customers may wait until the last minute, but the team at Beverly's takes weeks to prepare.
We worked from 6 in the morning till 8 and 10 at night for the last 3 days. Well, actually, Dawn stayed till 3:30 this morning, and then we got back here again at 6. And it's just super busy, and the phone's ringing, and people are coming in, and you're trying to, you know, help everybody.
It feels good that people come in and they're happy to spend, no matter how much it is, spend the money on the roses and flowers, and when they leave, they're satisfied with what we do.
Well, if you're still looking for something special for someone, good luck. Some stores are keeping later hours, but the folks at Beverly's, hey, they were sold out of roses by noon. It's a big day.
Too late for some folks right now. You know, I was at the store last night, Joey, leading up to today. It was a madhouse.
I can only imagine. We went out to dinner last night.
Well,
so.
you got out ahead of the situation. Wise
So you're
decision.
thinking ahead. All
right, that's good. Well, let's think ahead, too. Let's talk about tomorrow. A lot of sunshine here. We'll call it mostly sunny, mid-50s to the upper 50s here. A great way to start the weekend. Your full forecast is next.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
We have made it to the weekend, and it's actually going to be a decent weekend, I think, for a change. Now, tonight, a very chilly night, 26 degrees, bundle on up. One of the coldest nights out of the next 7 here. These are the overnight lows we're forecasting, 40s as we get into the weekend. A mild low Tuesday morning, 60. That will mean some rain and some storms early next week. Let's talk about the rainfall as we started this year. Starkville, Jackson, Birmingham, the wettest start to a year on record here. Extremely wet. Starkville over 20 inches, and all that rain has to go somewhere. And visible from outer space today, you can see the dark lines here, the Big Black River, the Pearl River, the Tenn-Tom right here. Widespread flooding here across the region. Right now, we're all quiet live here in downtown Tupelo. We are cool, calm, 36 degrees on this Valentine's Day evening here. So it's a bit chilly. Still a wind from the north at about 8 miles per hour, 41. At Vernon at Durham's Pharmacy, a little bit of twilight still going there. Louisville, Mississippi, we have 44 degrees, eventually setting down into the 30s here, 41 in downtown Columbus, and that's where we sit. Now, up in Oxford right now, there's still, there has been some baseball today, still very chilly, 36 degrees there at Ole Miss. So that's where we currently stand, down into the mid-20s tonight, 38 at 9 o'clock tomorrow, 52 at noon, 59 at 3 o'clock, and then 40s tomorrow evening. It should be pretty good. We will be out at Academy Sports in Starkville tomorrow from 10 until noon. You would think I would know by now. 10 until noon, programming weather radios, talking about severe weather. And then we have a couple of spotter training classes being presented by the National Weather Service in Jackson next week. West Point, this is Tuesday, 6 o'clock at City Hall, and Starkville at 6 o'clock at the Safe Room there. And then we will take our tour back on the road to Vernon at Durham's Pharmacy next Saturday for more weather radio programming, talking about severe weather. Everybody just needs to be in the know this time of year. Fortunately, we have no real active weather tomorrow. A gradual increase in clouds. You can see it right here. Thicker clouds on Sunday, but I think the better rain chances on Sunday will be along and south of I-20. We may see a few light showers here, but better rain chances to our south. Moisture starts to return as we get into your Monday afternoon, Monday night and Tuesday out ahead of that system right there. It doesn't look like this is going to be the heaviest of rain. Certainly nothing like what we had, but some model data suggests that some spots could get over 1.5 inches. We will, of course, watch it since we don't want to see any rain, Joey, at this point.
No.
But it is possible next week, and then cooler weather by Wednesday and Thursday after we zoom up to around 70 Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, those folks down around Spurlock Road still dealing with.
I tell you what, it's a slow descent, but at least the water is receding now here in many spots.
All right, thanks a lot. And Keith talked about cooler temperatures. Well, a warming shelter will stay open through tomorrow morning in Columbus because of cold temperatures. The emergency warming shelter at the Farmers Market Annex has been open for about 24 hours, has been open for 24 hours a day. For folks needing a warm place to stay, food is also provided. There's no charge to stay there. The Golden Triangle Regional Homeless Coalition, along with the Loaves and Fishes Kitchen, Columbus Community Outreach Office, and the City of Columbus are all helping with the shelter. Well, ready or not, baseball season has arrived. Mississippi State back on the diamond this afternoon. A full recap next in sports.
Your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
The cold weather, not enough to put a stop to baseball opening day at Dudy Noble Field. The solution for Mississippi State? Hey, just move up first pitch. Day one of the road to Omaha starting at 1 this afternoon on the diamond and finishing the Mississippi State way in comeback fashion. Let's get to Dudy Noble. MSU back on the diamond at the Dude, hosting Wright State for opening weekend. Second inning, Dogs on the board first. Landon Jordan, the DH, connects one to left. First baseman Josh Hatcher scores. MSU goes up 2-0. Third inning, Rangers strike back quickly off state pitcher JT Ginn. Third baseman Tyler Black with the RBI triple. Wright State tying it up in the ball game. The Rangers not done yet. JT Ginn's day done. Carlisle Kessler in. First baseman Zane Harris with the bases clearing double. Makes it 5-2 Wright State, right up on the home team on opening day. Not for long though. Bags loaded for center fielder Rowdy Jordan. The new leadoff man delivers. A 2 RBI single for the junior makes it a tie ball game in the 6th. And just 2 batters later, enters second baseman Justin Foscue, a 2 RBI double. MSU puts up a 6th spot in the 6th inning. And no Valentine's Day treat is as sweet as an opening day win. State starts the season off 1-0 after securing the 9-6 victory. Sports director Tom Ebel was there for all of the action. He joins us live from Starkville with more. Hey, Tom.
Courtney, you mentioned it at the top of the show about comeback fashion. Well, the Rally Dogs decided to come back a little bit early in the season, that being the first game of the year after trailing 5-2. It looked a little uneasy for Mississippi State, but the Bulldogs relying heavily on the back end of the order in today's matchup. Of course, we're used to seeing for the past 4 years Jake Mangum with leadoff singles, guys 2, 3, 4 hitters coming through in the clutch for the Bulldogs, but it was really the 7, 8, 9 spot of Josh Hatcher, Cameron James, and Landon Jordan. All 3 of those guys collecting 2 hits apiece, and they were the ones that began that rally that had the Rowdy Jordan RBI single, as well as Justin Foscue delivering with a 2 RBI double as well to give the Bulldogs the lead. When talking about it after the game, Chris Lemonis said those guys at the back end of the order have been hitting well off season. They just showed what they can do in game number 1.
Those guys have been hitting for the last couple weeks, so it was when you're putting a lineup together, and I even walked to LJ earlier and told him, I said, hey man, you're in the 9-hole, but you're probably not a 9-hole. So any runs from that part, when you put it together Rowdy's day and those last 3 guys, they had a pretty good day.
I told him I don't care. I said just let me hit. But yeah, I mean in the 9-hole you always get good pitches to hit, and I took advantage of it today.
For us, it wasn't anything surprising. You know, we knew those guys can hit, and you know they're going to hit well all year. So, you know, we expected that for them to play well.
So a little bit of opening day magic for you. Rowdy Jordan, now the leadoff man for Mississippi State, in his first at bat. You're loved by the outfield playing. Of course, Rowdy gets a leadoff single. What's magic? It's just amazing. On Valentine's Day, how can you not be romantic about baseball? Reporting here at Dudy Noble Field, Tom Ebel for WCBI Sports. Courtney, back to you.
I would say that's a pretty good phrase to use today. How could you not be romantic about baseball, Joey?
Fans have a love affair.
Clearly, everybody was showing up today, regardless that it was cold. I'm going to be honest, a little bit too cold for my personal taste for baseball season. It needs to warm up just a little bit.
Does the Chicago need?
I know. I have sat in a 40-degree baseball game for like 14 innings before, so I've paid my dues.
Oh, that is rough.
Not fun.
All right. All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us. She's a leader in the newsroom and in the community. Today, our Andrea Self is recognized as an agent of change. The African American Leadership Caucus in Lowndes County hosted today's event. Laverne Green Leach was the guest speaker. She was one of the first African-American women admitted to Mississippi University for Women. This year, the caucus honored African-American women who have made an impact in their community. And we think they made a great choice.
All right, very exciting there, and exciting weather for us too. No rain for this weekend.
Finally.
Well, can't rule out a shower Sunday, but at least we're drying things out. Tomorrow more sun and warmer than today for those baseball games and any outdoor chores.
More sun than black clouds on that 7-day.
Always a positive development.
For sure. We haven't seen it in a while. All right, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.